Hi, day 32 here, and it's February 1st, and I want to start out with a public service announcement. The reason I'm out here is because I want to hear the cars. I want them to go by. I want you to listen to this. I've seen people pledge not to talk on their cell phones while driving. I've seen people pledge not to text while driving. I just got a Facebook comment, or let's say a news feed, from a lady named Susan Billings in Washington, D.C., who got hit in the rear end by a person texting. She sent a public service announcement through a company that makes a lot of sense. I actually cried. I'm a man, I'm a heterosexual man, and I broke down in tears. Pledging is stupid. Why should you pledge for common sense? If it's not a law, you sign a pledge. Why? That is the stupidest thing I have ever heard in my life. Okay? Use common sense. Get off your cell phones. Get off the texting. This is stupid. Alright? Grow up. If you have a teenage daughter, I'm not a communist. I will state that. For the facts, I'm not a communist. But some inalienable rights, we are privileged to have this freedom. It is not our right to have a freedom. We take it for granted. And if you think talking on your cell phone or texting while driving doesn't matter, you need to watch that message. Go to my Facebook page right now. Okay? I have reposted it with her comment in quotation about what happened to her. Okay? Watch the video. See if you don't break down in tears. This is ridiculous. Get off the damn cell phone. Get off texting. Get a life. Stay off the damn technology. That's it. Okay, as I stated before, it is the 32nd day in my 365-day blog, and I'm going to do something with the prosthetics because I wasn't able to do it during Capitol Convention, and I was also going to do something with the Capitol Convention, and I think I'm only going to do one thing with that, and that's what I learned from the Wolf Brothers about teeth. Now, I am going to do a video that incorporates all that I learned from the convention, but I'm waiting on word back from Lewis Meyer to get the information so that you know about the DVD of all the sessions. Don't you love trains? So, I want to clarify something, okay? When I said I'm not a communist, I said that, freedom is a privilege and not a right. We have our inalienable rights. We have a privilege as being Americans, as being natives born here in the United States, to have our freedom and not have it challenged in certain ways. But you gotta understand, they don't have a law on common sense. If they did, it would be considered communism, because then they can tell you what not to do. But you gotta understand, from my point of view, I don't want to be that person that dies from you texting while driving or being on the cell phone while driving. I wish I had a really good camera so that, as I'm on the road, about 50% or more of the cars that I see, if I'm even in the passenger seat of my car and I'm looking out the window and I look into another car, half of them are on their damn cell phones. It's ridiculous. We were fine back, before cell phones were invented. Now it's just, technology is going to be the death of us. It's not going to be artificial intelligence. It's going to be the lack of intelligence. But I said enough. So I'm going to do this prosthetic, and I don't even have it prepped or anything. It's still in the bag. So we're just going to go ahead and do this and make sure I have my liquid latex out. And the convention was a blast, I'm telling you. While I'm doing this, I'll just tell you a little bit about it and how great it was. Got to meet some really great people. As I reiterated, or as I am reiterating from yesterday's video, go back to day 30 if you went to the convention and I said you were an inspiration to me. I did leave several thank yous, very personal thank yous to different people, and if you haven't seen it, please do. I'm glad I got to go, and I'm glad this is a unique thing that nobody's ever seen with me doing the whole video on it and everything. I'm glad you enjoyed it, those who did watch it. If you didn't watch it, ask your friends about it. They'll tell you how great it was. I really want to make these videos special for you. They are for you. And, you know, what else can I say? I mean, I'm doing this for you. Enjoy it. Love it. Don't love it. Don't care. Have fun with it. And go ahead and stick this prosthetic on into a certain area already so it gets adhering to my face so that I can continue on with it. Okay. Now, I think what I'm going to do is make this go a little bit faster so it really does stick on good. I'm just going to kind of trace where the latex is going to go. This will all be painted anyway, so this little white line won't make a difference. It's just going to be so I can get this liquid latex on so I can get it really applied good. Now, as I said, I'm not going on the eyebrow anymore. That was stupid of me. So I mean, a little bit may touch my eyebrow, but that's okay. That happens. Isn't this fun? Aren't we having fun? Okay. Let's get that stuck down. Okay, and I got one more piece to put on. It's just a small piece that goes right underneath this eye. Alright, so now I got this on. Now I need to apply a base. Now, with the base that I'm going to do, it's going to be, and I wish others would be quiet in the other room, knowing that my door is closed. They know that I'm doing videos. They don't care. Alright, so what color should... Why am I asking the questions to you guys? You're not going to see this till after it's over anyways. Why do I do that? So, I'm going to start off with a little bit of blue. Mixed in with, pick up some brown, some purple. You know, just give it a little offset color. Alright. And I'm going to sponge it right around. I'm not actually going to go on the bone. I'm going to use a different color for that. I'm just going to sponge the blue on. Really rough. It's not going to be perfect. I don't want to make it perfect. So I'm just going to rough it out. Okay, so I got the rough color on there. I'm going to pick up just a little bit of blue on the same sponge, some darker blue. You know, we're going to just, you know, do sort of like, you know, where the brow bone is, do the, you know, little places, do some contouring, probably blend it in with the hairline a little bit, break it up. Right along the bridge of the nose, into the eye a little bit. And if you noticed, if you can hear it, I have not shaved. Not yet. But that's not a big deal. Now, the bone I'm going to do, let me see if I can find one. Aha, there we go. I'm going to do with kind of a whitish yellow, not fully yellow. Then subdue it a little bit. Pick up some brown. There we go. I'm just going to sponge that right on top, just of the prosthetic. If a little gets onto the face, that's fine, because you're going to cover up those edges with another color. It's going to give it depth and feel and dimension, different things. And we're going to give it sort of a bloody appearance. But first I'm going to take some brown and some black, and as before, all the colors I'm using are Diamond Effects. And I'm going to keep my sponge that I had for that mixture, and as I paint certain areas, I'm going to sponge on top of it just to kind of subdue it, just to highlight those cracks in the different areas, so it doesn't bleed too much on top. This way it gives it depth. And even though the shadows kind of help play with it, it's still good to, you know, darken certain areas and make sure that, you know, you really get the feel of this. And filling in those cracks with darker colors really helps to define that. You know, because you could just go over it with the sponge, and, you know, it helps play with it a little bit and just makes it pop, if you know what I mean. If you don't, just watch, you'll learn. And this is something that, you know, makeup artists will do for hours to try to make sure that it's right. They will keep doing highlights and shadows so that in the movies it really makes it pop, you know. So that way we can get a good color scheme. Okay, so I blended in those. I'm going to take my black now, and I want to have some teeth with, you know, some gore around it and stuff. I want to make this really creepy. So I'm going to take, and this is the part where I said I learned this from the Wolf Brothers, Nick and Brian. And they enjoyed what I did on, you know, my hand, which my hand is covered because face paintings with Sharpies and boredom are not good. But, you know, we come up with some creative stuff, and I was really bored last night. So If you're wondering why I'm flicking them out instead of straight, it's because teeth have an inside. They actually do go inside a little bit. That way when you bite a hold of something, you hold on to it better because, you know, it gives a ripping sensation. It also makes a really creepy mouth. So. I know I've done some live videos where I showed you how to do teeth. And one way that I do it is I usually put down the white first and then I outline in the black, you know, but what I was told is if you do it like this and then you put the white on the inside, it gives it more of a three-dimensional appearance. And also when kids are talking and eating and stuff and the colors mash together, they don't blend and turn into a gray blob. It stays separated enough and everything. So I thought that was a good point. And I'll flick it out a little bit from the corner of my mouth to give it a hollowness, which I'm going to use red on top of to, you know, really force it out. Okay, so now that I've done that, I'm not going to put in the white yet. I'm going to put in the red first. Okay? Just going to bleed that out. Now I'm going to do the lower part. Okay, where's my red sponge? There it is. I'm going to pick up some red. I'm just going to stipple it into certain areas, not worrying about getting it on the prosthetic because it's going to be bloody too. Get it up onto the nose a little bit. Get those areas. And then I'm just going to dip it into the water a little bit and, you know, kind of just get that. I'm going to take a clean sponge. I'm just going to like kind of wash it down a little bit, thin it out in areas. And then I learned this from the Wolf Brothers. Take some black, blend it in with your red. Gonna bring it down, you know, like it's dripping blood. And without mixing any more black, just, you know, blend it in and pick up some different color red and put it on top. This is called layering. It gives it more of a real appearance by not really using the same color. So it gets different variations. So it makes it look more real. Pick up a little bit of white. Just blend that in, give it a, you know, more of an appearance. Okay. Now I'm going to take what I mixed in with the, if you notice, it's going to be an off-white. It's not going to be a true white because I did mix in a little bit of yellow and brown with it. So I'm just going to pop the teeth in place. Okay. I'm going to rinse out the brush. I'm going to go back into my white and pick up a better white, a brighter white. You know? Then I'm just going to touch the top so it gives it a second dimension of a highlight. And it just makes them pop out more for you. Now they also said, so you know, it makes it look more realistic. You take a little bit of pink, you know, and you kind of almost outline the tops of the teeth. And the bottom, so it looks more realistic. Now, I'm going to take the sponge that I used to wash the red, I'm going to mix it in with a little bit of the black, and go back on top with the darker red on some of the areas, so that it gives it, you know, a more real appearance. Now, with the outline of this, I'm going to take the brown, a little bit more black in it. I'm going to just kind of trace the whole prosthetic. like so. Pick up some more black. Do the same to the other one. And then from there I'm going to take my dark red, mixing it in with, you know, a little bit of black. I'm going to trace that again, but I'm going to give it a little shuffle motion so it makes it jagged a little bit. I don't want it to be perfect. And you're saying, oh, what's the difference? It looks brown to me. You know, it looks just like the color you just put on. Well, you'll see in a second what's going to happen. Because from here, I'm going to do little break off points. Alright, now I still have the hollowness of the eye, so I'm going to take some black and I'm going to line just the inside part really kind of thickly with the black. Now I'm going to dip into my red. I got way too much black in that red. Okay. Now I'm going to go into my red. I'm going to fill in the rest. I'm going to blend it into the black. So it really gives it a nice hollowed out effect. It's just awesome. So as you see, I filled it in, but now I'm just picking up that black from the edge. Just bringing it in, you know. So it still has that little bit of redness there, but it's mostly black around it. I'm going to pick up some black. I'm going to do that to this side here, and put a little bit of black in the corner. And then I'm going to take my red sponge, and I'll fill in that space, eyebrow and all. Yes, there's a lot of noise behind me and I don't know why. Okay. Now, with that cracked effect, I'm going to take a tad bit of white, I'm going to outline certain parts just to give it some depth. I can get some white up on the prosthetic in certain areas. Just lightly stroking. Get it with the fingertip to kind of blend it in a little bit so it's not so prominent. And as my brush dries, I'm just going to stroke it across different areas, you know, kind of highlight those parts that I want highlighted. Okay, and then I'm going to take my red and black, kind of get it nice and juicy and thick. Then I'm going to sponge over the very edge where it looks like the skin has broken apart. And I'm just stippling so it makes it look really bloody. I don't want it to look clean, you know? I want it to give it a gore appearance. Just, you know, make it really nasty looking. That's the great thing about, you know, doing this. You can create nice, good, bloody effects. Pick up some more black. And let me see. I'm going to just line this eye in a little bit of black just to make it pop. You don't have to do it top and bottom, but man, us guys need to learn. Eyeliner's fine. It's okay. It's not going to hurt anybody. I mean, if we went left is right and right is wrong, and we got an ear piercing, and you know, we said you're gay if you know have your right ear pierced, and now all the heterosexual guys have their right ear pierced too, so it's like, just blow it out the water. I mean, girls can wear it, why can't guys? But here you go. You got kind of a creepy face, teeth, prosthetics, cracked flesh, blood, bone, you know, you can do so many different things with this. It doesn't have to just be this. I mean, you can actually create this as, say, for Halloween. You can use it as a really great way. You can use yellow in this area, orange in this area, make it into like a jack-o'-lantern kind of, you know, breaking out of your skin or turning your face into a jack-o'-lantern using this, and it's really creepy. And there's all kinds of stuff you can do. Just thought I would share this with you. I thought, you know, hey, I needed to do a prosthetic because I promised Yolanda and Julian that I would probably do one at Capital Convention, and just caught up in everything else and just didn't have the right models, just wasn't able to do it. But there's still the contest going on. I still have my 3 contests. I have people talking about putting entries in, and I haven't seen one enter yet. I mean, if you want that $72 worth of prosthetics, go to my Cafe Press. It's still in the links at the bottom of the blog. In the footer bar. Buy just 1 t-shirt, 2 t-shirts, take a photo of you wearing it, post it on Facebook, tag me. If you don't have a Facebook account, email me. Email is very simple and it's all there. I mean, just Katmandew FBA@gmx.com. And I'll put the link down there. But, you know, that's a way you can get prosthetics like this for no cost. Or let's just say for $20. You're saving over $50. You know, just go ahead, buy a shirt. At least, I mean, if you don't want my logo, if you want a different type of shirt, if you have something you want me to make, or let me know. I'll create a shirt for you that you can buy if you want. But just let me know. That contest is still going on. I still have the one, and I mean, they were selling this book at Capitol Convention, and it, you know, Extreme Face Painting by Nick and Brian Wolf with the demo DVD. You know, $20 at the convention, and I think they sold out. But there are still people that don't have this, or don't want to buy it from Amazon or eBay or something, because, you know, if you get it from eBay, you're probably going to get handwritten notes on the inside and DVD that has more scratches than a record a DJ has. But, you know, with that one, that's the Fiendish and Friendly Clown Face contest. And you just make a video response to win the book. You make a photo response either to my Facebook or to my email. And the photo response, the winner will get these 3 FX Gelatins by Graf Tobin, which are really neat. I was thinking about using this for my birthday and creating a really cool thing, but I don't want to waste them. I haven't used them. They're brand new. They're out of the package but never been opened, except for just popping the lid and closing it. Other than that, I haven't done anything else with them. So I don't want to ruin them. I don't want to give you a product that's been used. There's too many stupid contests out there where people say, yeah, you'll get all this, and then when you receive it, it's, you know, used mascara, used lipstick, and I mean, used eyeshadow, and products that are just out of date or old. This is new products. I want to send you something new. I want to be credible. I want you to win. So, and of course, the first contest I have is still, once I reach 1,000 subscribers, I'll be picking a winner from those 1,000 subscribers or more, and they'll get a free workshop from me. If you live a certain distance, I may not give you the workshop right away, but you will get it. I mean, I will try my best in every way possible to get out to your area so that I can do this. I'm also looking into several different other ideas. I know this video is rambling on, but I want to give you all the information now instead of trying to type it all out and you having to read a long blog, okay? There is a project I want to do, and I kind of thought about it. I had it back in my status comments in my Facebook from a long time ago, but I kind of reiterated it. Anybody who's interested, I want to put a book together about Katmandew. Now with that book, I want to see how many different styles a tiger can be painted on me. I mean, whether it's just a face painting or body painting, partial body painting, you know, face and arms, you know, some kind of design that's really cool. You know, full bodies would be awesome, you know, full page designs. And I'm going to put this book together, and you will gain royalties on all these books. So if it has 100 different photos, I'm going to list the artist name, website, phone number, address, all their business information will be listed with the photos, not just their name. Okay? This is a great networking and marketing tool. Alright? Now, depending on, because how many artists actually do it depends on the price of the book. The book could be anywhere from $39.95 to $250. I want to make this a fine art project, but if I sell the book at a higher price, that means more royalties for you. So if you're interested in doing this, just comment below, comment in my blog, send me a personal message, email me, do whatever you have to do, and we'll see about getting this working, because I am doing a lot of festivals, and in fact, pretty much the whole month of March, I'm going to be down in Louisiana, except for 1 week where I will be in Fairhope, Alabama doing a festival. And you'll see all that because I'll make videos of it. But we're looking at pretty much down in Louisiana. I'm going to be doing several festivals at San Francisco Plantation. I want to say patchouli, but that's not right. Can't remember the name of it. But then there's also the Oak Alley Plantation, which we're trying to get into. And even if I don't get in as a face painter, I will be there helping out my friend Tom from Funtime Party Rentals, who will be having the rock wall and the Euro bungee and the inflatables out there for the kids, and I'll be helping them. And even though I won't be doing my face painting, you can still at least come and visit me, say hi, talk to me, you know. And since it's a weekend thing, I can always, you know, we could have a jam at night and just have some fun. But if you're interested in doing that project and looking for different style tiger face, body, partial body paintings to make a book out of, where you'll gain royalties on it from the sale of the book, just, you know, do what you have to do. So, other than that, you know the deal. Yesterday's video, up here. Tomorrow's video, when it comes out. Rate, comment, send me a message. Post a video response if you've done one of yourself, or post a video response of something you would like to see. Give me some comments. You all are watching these videos. I'm not getting a lot of views. I mean, it's not 1,000 views per video, but come on. If you're watching, at least post a comment, video response, send me a message. Tell me what you like to see, what you like or do not like. Alright? If you don't tell the person the problem, how are they ever going to fix it? And then you're just going to complain about the problem instead of fixing the problem. So, as people told me, honesty. Be as honest as possible, be yourself. So that's what I'm doing. Okay? Subscribe if you haven't up here. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. I got something special for you for Groundhog's Day. Love you guys. Anybody watching from Capitol Convention, I had a blast, and I love you guys, and glad I met you. And that's okay. I'm gonna stop rambling. Bye. See you tomorrow.